Information being used for this video is taken from the Food Safety and Inspection Service website. The information being used in this video is for information and educational purposes. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, teaching, education, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permit by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. A copy of Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 shall be attached to this video.
Good morning. I just came to you guys with the recall video on November 17th. So now I'm coming to you with more recall videos from FSIS and FDA. So let's get it started. Let me take a sip of tea here. Kind of hot, the tea, because I just made it. Get my video together here. My tea. Excuse me. And how am I going to do this? I keep doing this. Okay. Stay. Oops. Sorry. Have to have my work computer here, so I have a lot of stuff going on this desk. Okay. So this one has an editor's note. The original recall was November 9th. This is for Yusheng Food Inc. recalls ready-to-eat meat and poultry products due to possible Listeria contamination. Here's the editor's note for November 21st. FSIS and our public health partners, including the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, and state public health officials are investigating a multi-state outbreak of Listeria monocytogen infections linked to ready-to-eat meat and poultry products produced by Yusheng Food Inc. Additional testing is confirmed that Listeria monocytogenes was detected in product and in environmental samples collected by FSIS. Whole genome sequencing is underway to determine if the samples match the outbreak strain. Excuse me, I have a burp sitting there. Yusheng Food Inc. expanded its recall on November 21st. The recall now includes an additional 67,651 pounds of products, increasing the total weight from 4,589 to 72,240 pounds. In addition, this recall has been updated to reflect that the production dates for the ready-to-eat meat and poultry products have been extended to include Yusheng Food Inc. products produced prior to October 28, 2024. This release provides updated contact information for consumer and members of the media with questions about the recall can contact Ling Li Yusheng Food Inc. Plant Manager at 864-310-6313 or Ling16 or email ling16099@yahoo.com. Let me see. Let me get the product list. Recall 2024-EXP. But what are the I can't remember what they're ready to meet eats were. Let me go back to the original one. Let me view the product list, the original product list. So this one was the one page. Let me show you. It has the Yusheng brand cooked chicken, seasoned pork hock, Japanese chashu pork belly, braised pork belly in brown sauce, cooked pork hock, spicy chicken feet, seasoned whole chicken, beef shank, and tons. Here is the product weight and vacuum pack. Okay, take a sip of tea here. That was needed. That was needed. Okay. So that was what the original product was. So the recall has expanded from over 4,500 pounds in total weight to 72,240. The name of that company, Yusheng Food Inc., recalls ready-to-eat meat and poultry products due to Listeria contamination. And it's just expanded. Excuse me. This is a new one. November 20th, Wolverine Packing Company, a Detroit, Michigan establishment, is recalling approximately 167,277 pounds of ground beef. Now, the reason why I'm coming to you is because I've been seeing all kind of recall messages hitting my email, and one was the ground beef. So I think this is one of them, because usually I come to you once a month, but stuff has just been hitting my email, so I wanted to come to you right away. Also, Homestead Heart has a video talking about the recalls today. I have to go back to her video, but she always gives really good information too. So back to me reading here. So they're recalling approximately 167,277 pounds of ground beef products that may be contaminated with E. coli 0157:H7. The fresh products have a use-by date of November 14th, 2024, and the frozen products are labeled with production date 10/22/24. Let me get the full list here. First, let me read this. The products subject to recall bear establishment number EST.2574B inside the USDA mark of inspection. These items were shipped to restaurant locations nationwide. The list is 5 pages long, you guys. 5 pages long. Let me show you. This is the list. Okay, and it was shipped to restaurant locations. Try to make it a little bigger. I mean, and it said nationwide. So I'm just going to say don't eat no beef right now. Okay. 5 pages long. Let me get back to this recall list. I mean, it's steak. It says 4-ounce thick Angus steak burgers nationwide. You don't know which restaurants they were shipped to. The problem was discovered when FSIS was notified by the Minnesota Department of Agriculture of a group of ill persons who had reported that they consumed ground beef prior to their illness. FSIS was notified of illnesses on November 13th, and working in conjunction with Minnesota Departments of Agriculture and Health, FSIS determined that there was a link between the ground beef products from Wolverine Packing Company and the illness cluster. On November 20th, a ground beef sample collected by the Minnesota Department of Agriculture as part of an outbreak investigation tested positive for E. coli 0157. To date, 15 case patients have been identified in one state with illness onset dates ranging from November 2nd to November 10th. FSIS continues to work with the Minnesota Departments of Agriculture and Health on this investigation. Anyone concerned about an illness should contact a healthcare provider. E. coli 0157:H7 is a potentially deadly bacterium that can cause dehydration, bloody diarrhea, and abdominal cramps 2 to 8 days, 3 to 4 days on average after exposure to the organism. While most people recover within a week, some people develop a type of kidney failure called hemolytic uremic syndrome, HUS. This condition can occur among persons of any age, but is most common in children under 5 years old and older adults. It is marked by easy bruising, pallor, and decreased urine output. Persons who experience these symptoms should seek emergency medical care. FSIS is concerned that some product may be in restaurant refrigerators and freezers. Restaurants are urged not to serve these products. These products should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. FIS routinely conducts recall effectiveness checks to verify recalling firms notify their customers of recall and that steps are taken to make certain that the product is no longer available to consumers. And then they give information on how to safely prepare raw meat products. Okay. So let me give you their company information. Wolverine Packing Company, Don Tanner, 248-762-1533. Excuse me. And Congressional and Public Affairs, Soledad Calvino, 202-720-9113. FSIS Press at USDA.gov. I apologize for clearing my throat so much. Every morning I wake up like this, clearing my throat for about an hour or so. So let me get to the next one. Let me see. Okay, so this is the one I just read about the Yusheng Food Inc. basically expanding their listeria outbreak on their ready-to-eat meat product. Excuse me. There it is. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. This next one, November 22nd, 2024, the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service is issuing a public health alert for beef tallow products that were illegally imported from Mexico and are ineligible for entry into the United States. These products were not certified for export to the U.S. by the government of Mexico as being produced under equivalent inspection. They do not identify a certain establishment number on their packaging, and they were not presented to FSIS for import inspection as required. These factors make the products ineligible to import into the U.S. and unfit for human consumption. FSIS is continuing to investigate how these products entered the country. The following products are subject to the public health alert, regardless of the product date. 1 kilogram or 500 gram bag packages containing Inca grasa comestible de sobo bovino, edible fat from beef tallow. My Spanish used to be good, but when you don't use it, you lose it. So let me show you what this looks like. Here it is. So I guess it is the fat from beef tallow, and it was imported in. Okay, that's what it looks like. Inca. Let's see. Yep, that is it. I'm gonna take a sip of tea here. I gotta drink my tea. Okay. The products subject to the public health alert do not bear establishment number nor a USDA mark of inspection. These products were shipped to distribution in retail locations in Arizona. The problem was discovered when FSIS was performing surveillance activities at a retailer and found beef tallow products from an unverified supplier in Mexico and therefore ineligible for import into the United States. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Okay, so let me give you the company's information. Mextis LLC, Jose, I think that's Gallardo, is the owner. 520-455-7239, and the email is mexdisllc20@gmail.com, and Congressional Public Affairs, Bailey McWilliams, FSIS Press at USDA.gov. Okay, so that is the end of the recalls on the FSIS page. Now let's go to the recalls on the FDA page. Okay, so I did this one, the Babcock Dairy. So here's one. This is from November 20th. Fabalish Inc., Fabalish Inc., recalls Kickin' Carrot Falafel Bites because of possible health risk. The company announced it on November 18th and FDA published it on November 20th. Reason: potential sugar toxin producing E. coli, 0121:H19 contamination. Okay, this is a Carlsbad, New Jersey facility or company is recalling Kickin' Carrot Falafel Bites because it may be contaminated with E. coli 0121:H19. E. coli 0121:H19 is a bacterium that can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections in young children, elderly people, and those with a weakened immune system. Some infections can cause severe bloody diarrhea conditions such as hemolytic uremic syndrome or the development of high blood pressure, chronic kidney disease, and neurologic problems. Symptoms include severe stomach cramps, diarrhea, fever, nausea, and or vomiting. The incubation period for E. coli 0121:H19 in humans can range from 24 hours to as much as 10 days. The average incubation period is 3 to 4 days. This product was distributed in Florida, New York, Washington, Tennessee, California, where I am, Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, New Hampshire, Virginia, Georgia, New Hampshire, Nebraska, Colorado, Utah, Kansas, Texas, Massachusetts. MT. What is MT? Let me look at the map. Oh, they don't have a map on here. MT. What state is MT? I feel stupid right now. The state with the initials MT. I apologize. No, let's look that up. I used to be a kid. I used to write out all the states and capitals and recognize them. I said Massachusetts. I'm going to be so mad that I can't. But then I can't come up with other stuff when I be out in the garden. So who cares? Okay. Abbreviation for, it's not Missouri, MT. Missouri for state, MT. It's not Massachusetts, it's not Maine. Abbreviations of all 50 states. MT. Stop it. Why is this popping up? Sorry. Allow. Come on, MT. Montana. Why did... that boggles the mind that I lost that. Montana, okay? The product comes in a 10-ounce orange box and labeled as Fabalish Kickin' Carrot Falafel Bites with the lot code 925 found on the side flap. No illnesses have been reported to date. This recall is being conducted in response to a nationwide recall initiated by Grimway Farms of organic whole carrots, which has been identified as a potential risk by one of our suppliers. Here's the company information, and let me show you the products. The company information is Fabulous Inc. 201-942-2900, and here's the product. Falafel Bites. Wow. Taking a sip of tea there. There's the lot code. And this is what it looks like on the FDA page. Okay. Montana. I can't believe I didn't get that. All right. I used to remember all the states, the abbreviations, and things come with age. You guys know I can't remember certain words in the garden until after I get off of recording, so it happens. Okay, so this may be the same thing. This is from Whole Foods Market. F&S Fresh Foods recalls Whole Foods Market organic carrot sticks. It's not the same thing. And organic carrots and celery because of possible health risks due to potential E. coli contamination. The company announced it on November 20th. FDA published it on November 21st. Reason for the announcement: potential foodborne illness, Shiga, S-I-G-A, toxin producing, and I could never pronounce the real word for E. coli, but it's Escherichia coli. Let me show you. That's it, but that's the word. E. coli, O121:H19. I can pronounce Listeria and stuff, but I can never pronounce the E. coli name. Sorry. The company name is F&S Fresh Foods. The brand name, Whole Foods Market. Product description: organic carrots and celery. Okay, so F&S Fresh Foods, Sacramento, California is recalling Whole Foods Market 15-ounce organic carrot sticks and Whole Foods Market 15-ounce organic carrots and celery that should no longer be in stores but may be in consumers' refrigerators and freezers. The recall was initiated after F&S Fresh Foods was notified by Grimway Farms that whole organic carrots supplied to F&S Fresh Foods may be contaminated with Shiga toxin producing E. coli, O121:H19. E. coli, O121:H19 is a bacterium that can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections in young children, elderly people, and those with a weakened immune system. Some infection can cause bloody diarrhea conditions such as hemolytic uremic syndrome, or HUS, or development of high blood pressure, chronic kidney disease, and neurologic problems. The symptoms include severe stomach cramps, diarrhea, fever, nausea, and or vomiting. The incubation period for E. coli O121:H19 in humans can range from 24 hours to as much as 10 days. The average incubation period is 3 to 4 days. These products were sold at Whole Food Market stores in Arizona, California, Hawaii, Idaho, and Nevada. The containers are plastic clamshells, as pictured below. I'll show you the pictures. Coding information may include the letters GH followed by 3 digits ranging from 236 through 284. Best if sold by dates range from 9/1/24 to 10/19/24. No illnesses have been reported. Let me give you the consumer information and the company media information. So here it is. Company contact information, 888-449-9386. Media person Colin Turner, 856-319-4001. And here's what the packaging looks like. Let me see if I can make this just a tad smaller. Okay, that's what it looks like. And that's how they're packaged, the carrots. Kind of blurry. Sorry, I can't unblur what their picture is. So it looks like it could be like snacks. And that's it. Take a sip of tea here. Okay, let's get back to it. Go back here. So we got a couple of more to go. Okay, that one is a drug. I try not to do the drugs. Since I'm a gardener, I try to stick with the food stuff, but you should go to the FDA page and check for drugs. This one is Gaines Family Farmstead Chicken Chips Dog Treats. Just to let you know, if you have a dog and you give them chicken chips dog treats. The product type is animal veterinary pet food. It's contaminated with salmonella. The company name is Gaines Pet Treats LLC. Just to let you know. The next one is called multiple brand names. Grimway Farms, which was just on the other one I just read, expands recall to include additional bag sizes due to potential E. coli contamination. Wow. Company announcement November 21st. FDA published it November 22nd. Potential foodborne illness, Shiga toxin producing E. coli 0121H19. So this may be extended from the organic whole carrots that I was telling you about. Grimway Farms announced the addition of 4 bag sizes of organic whole carrots to its November 16th, 2024 recall. All dates associated with the recall remained unchanged. These products may have been contaminated with Shiga toxin producing E. coli 0121:H19. For more information on E. coli 0121:H19 and to read the initial recall, please visit Grimway's website or the FDA website that I'm reading. Okay, so it says here, this is from Grimway, I believe. As part of our ongoing review of internal processes associated with the voluntary recall, we determined that 4 bag sizes needed to be added to our initial recall announcement, said Jeff Huckabee, President and CEO of Grimway Farms. We then began the process to notify the FDA and update the consumer. The health of our consumers and the integrity of our products are our highest priorities, and we will not rest until this issue is fully resolved. Retailers who received the affected products were appropriately notified of all correct bag sizes when the company initiated the recall on November 16th. The recall carrots should not be available for purchase in stores, but may be in consumers' refrigerators and freezers. The table below shows the additional bag sizes and bag sizes in bold and underlined font. Let me show you the table. Here's the table. So Bunny Love, so a 50-pound bag, Cow Organic, 15-pound and 50-pound bag, and Good and Gather, 1-pound bag. These organic carrots were available for purchase at retail stores from August 14th through October 23rd. No best if used by dates are on the bags of organic whole carrots. Take a sip of tea. Okay. And it goes on to tell you more about the E. coli bacterium, what I could do, which I've read twice already. Consumers, the recall carrots should no longer be available for purchase, but may be in consumers' refrigerators and freezers. And let me give you the company's contact information. Right here, you can also see the advisories out there. So the company contact information, customer service desk, 866-912-9552. And over here, media contact is Dana Brennan, media@grimway.com. We've been having a lot of recalls lately, so I'm going to try to come to you. It looks like once a week instead of once a month. Here's the last recall that was just updated yesterday. This one was updated yesterday, and the one I'm going to read is a new one. So, company announcement: Sugar Foods recalls fresh gourmet tortilla strips, Santa Fe style 3.5 ounce pouch due to undeclared wheat allergen. Okay. Company announced it November 22nd. FDA published it November 22nd. The reason is undeclared wheat. Company name is Sugar Foods. Brand name is Fresh Gourmet. Product description: fresh gourmet tortilla strips, Santa Fe style. Sugar Foods is recalling 3.0-ounce pouches of fresh gourmet tortilla strips, Santa Fe style, with UPC code 787-359-17504-6 and best buy date June 20th, 2025, due to a contamination of undeclared wheat allergen. People who have a wheat allergy or severe sensitivity to wheat run the risk of serious or life-threatening allergic reaction if they consume the product. On November 19th, 2024, the firm was contacted by consumers stating the pouches contained crispy onions instead of tortilla strips. The crispy onion strips contain wheat, which is not listed on the label for the tortilla strips. No illnesses have been reported. So not only are they saying that they didn't declare wheat, but they didn't have the right product in the packaging. They had crispy onions instead of tortilla strips. So again, it's telling you the product affected: fresh gourmet tortilla strips, Santa Fe style, 3.5-ounce pouch, UPC code 787-359-17504-6. Best buy date June 20th, 2025. The best buy date is found on the back of the pouch above the UPC code. For ease of identification, please see the photos of the packaging below, and I'll show you the photos. The product was distributed between September 30th, 2029 and November 11th, read that again. September 30th, 2024 and November 11th, 2024. The product is packaged in stand-up resealable pouches and was shipped to distribution centers in Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Maryland, MD, Maryland, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Texas, Utah, Virginia, and Washington. MD is Maryland, right? Let's see. Got it right. Got my 50 states up. Because they give you abbreviations. They don't spell out the states. See, let me show you. I'm not crazy. Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Maryland, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Texas, Utah, Virginia, and Washington. See, I did it. Okay, so consumers who have purchased these products are urged to return them to the place of purchase for a full refund, or they may discard the product. Return it to the place of purchase, okay? And let me give you the company information. And Fresh Gourmet. Ding, 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 ding. Looking at the top of the packaging. Let me show you. Something I would buy. Okay. Company contact information. Consumer Care Department, 323-240-6676. Customer feedback at sugarfoods.com and media. Abernathy Dan Scorpio, 312-640-311. Dan Scorpio at H Advisors Global. And look at the packaging. We all buy this stuff. So instead of the tortilla strips, because if you go to your vegetable section, you will see these hanging there. So instead of tortilla strips, it was onions in there. Okay? Look at that. We all buy this product. Wow. Luckily, it's just an undeclared allergen, but not lucky for the people who are allergic to wheat. Look at that. I see that in the grocery store all the time. And I used to buy it all the time until I started making my own tortilla chips and stuff. Wow. Wow. That is the end of the recalls. That took almost 35 minutes. So please stay safe. I will put the websites in the description, the additional description of this video. Yeah, just please stay safe. These recalls are coming hot and they're coming fast. You can always check Homestead Hearts page. You can always check Tommy Bites. I'm not the only one who gives out recall information, but I do hope that you continue to come to my page, because I'm going to keep on giving you the information on the recalls, along with other goofy stuff that I like to post. So I'm just going to say, please stay safe, please stay peaceful, and go to these pages yourself and check out that last one, that Fresh Gourmet. I'm reading it and I'm like, Fresh Gourmet, Fresh Gourmet. And then as soon as I saw the picture, I was like, wow, that is a product that we all purchase. We've all purchased it at some time. So for me, this is a big recall. I'm happy it's doesn't have Listeria or Salmonella or E. coli. But I feel for those who are allergic to wheat, and they open the packaging and it's fried onions and not tortillas. So we just have to stay vigilant, have to stay safe. And I hope that all of us just keep bringing this information to you so that you know what's going on. I love you all. Have a good day and stay safe. And grow your own groceries. Grow your own groceries. I love you all. Bye.